オランピアソワレ。
What's good, everybody? Mid-Morning Soul back at it again with another playthrough part to Olympia Soiree. And folks, hope you all are doing well, excuse me. History.
待っていた。では、始めよう。
Okay, I don't know if that was Yosuga or Riku, but in case you haven't been keeping up, your girl is on the last of the initially available routes, and the last man standing is Kuroba. So we just got through his first chapter, and already I done screwed the pooch. So we'll try to go for the bad ending first. We probably already are because of the mess up, but I hope to get all bad choices. But if we don't, you know, we just do the alternate choices, y'all. That's how we do. That's how we roll on Mid-Morning Souls channel. So, yeah. Last we left off, Olympia's already jonesing for Mr. Kuroba, and we find out he's good with kids. He's, of course, the doctor. And, yeah, suggestion is the next chapter. I mean, it's already going off to a lighthearted start. I mean, I chuckled a little bit. I guffawed during one of the sections. So, yeah, let's get on into it, shall we? We shall. Let's see here. Mike, yeah, that's the secretary. Or Akaza secretary. I know his voice. Morning had arrived. I arrived at the director's office at the Kotowari to have my letters checked when I was greeted by a young man. Director's office. Akaza's office at the Kotowari headquarters. No fucking shit, we know that. Some of these terms are so fucking stupid. Good morning. Is Akaza out today?
はい。本日は朝から軍本部で大事な会議がありまして、そちらに出席されています。そのため、もし本日手紙があるようならと、赤座様から検閲を任せていただきました。
Like, introduce yourself, damn it.
申し遅れました。僕は赤座様の秘書を務めております。緑星の辰木です。
How come he doesn't have a face? I would like to see. He sounds cute. Nice to meet you, Tatsugi. And I just have one letter today.
は、受けたまわります。
So it shouldn't take half a century. He took the envelope from me and carefully opened it to read what was inside. As usual, there was some quiet time during the reading, so I took a look around the room. By the way, is Kuroba out too? Strangely, I didn't feel anyone was there behind the door.
そうですね。黒羽様も外出されているようです。
Yeah, because if he were here, he would be reading the letters.
いらっしゃいませ。朝食ですか？昼食ですか？夕食ですか？
I recalled the conversation Kuroba and Camellia had back in Yomi. Do you mind if I ask you something? Does the got tongue-tied. Does the Kotowari operate on irregular hours?
不規則というほどではないと思います。少なくとも僕たちの勤務時間は朝9時から夜6時までと決まっておりますので。
Okay, 9 to 5 crew. Well, 9 to 6 crew. They don't pay for lunch. Those cheap bastards. But, okay. Typical office building hours. Really? But it feels like Akaza... Well, it feels like Akaza and Kuroba are here all the time.
ただ、 赤座様と黒羽様は例外というと失礼ですが、ほぼ常駐ですね。休んでくださいとお願いしたこともあるのですが、自宅よりここが落ち着くからとおっしゃって。
Married to work, it seems. Well, that's gonna change once I get into the scene.
特に黒羽様は隣の研究室に住んでるようなものかと。
Yeah, folks in the healthcare profession, we're pretty much committed to the job more than anything, so yeah, seems that way. Laboratory. Kuroba's laboratory at the Kotoari headquarters that neighbors Akaza's office. Kuroba is kept so busy by his research that he often sleeps here. Oh my gosh, that's not good. I'm not surprised.
ああ、でも最近は天津医療院に行かれることが多いようですね。
Oh my, so it seems. Tenshin Hospital. Tengu Island's hospital where Sakyo is the head doctor. In addition to providing patients with advanced medical care, it also serves as a research facility. The hospital. He was just there yesterday.
お待たせしました。内容の方は問題ありませんので、赤座様がお戻りになったら僕の方から報告しておきます。
Thank you very much for your help. As I stepped outside, I turned around to look back at the Kotowari headquarters. They do have important positions here, so of course they must be busy. I'm sorry to cause everyone so much trouble. I'll do my best with my deliveries to show my gratitude. I turned around and went back to work. I didn't get a chance to sorry, I jumped again. I didn't get a chance to look around last time, so maybe I can explore a little today. I looked around carefully when...
こんにちは、オランピア様。もしや、次元様をお探しですか？
Lord Jigen's Chamberlain approached me. I had only spoken to him a few times before at Ishinanten, but he didn't seem scared to talk to me. Good day. I actually came here today to deliver this letter.
ああ、読みからの手紙の件は先日、赤座様から伺いました。一体誰宛てでしょう？ご案内します。
Yeah, look at that. It's so friendly here at the Red District. I'm not familiar with the Red District, so I really appreciate it. I'm delivering this to a person named Tanji. He suddenly looked away, troubled. Uh-oh.
タンジですか。確かに息子の症状が1年くらい前に読み落ちになりましたね。一応お連れしますが、少々不安です。
Oh look, we're at the same place. He reluctantly led me to Tanji's place and called for him.
私に手紙ですか？症状か
？Yes, here you are.
申し訳ありませんが、これは受け取れません。
Bruh, I done came all this way to this daggone district. You better accept this damn letter. I mean, huh? But why? He's like, none of your business, little girl.
あれはこの席に泥を塗ったのです。そして読みに追放され、もう亡き者と思っております。
All right, well, damn. Great father right there. What? The Chamberlain next to me gave a deep sigh.
罪人になったばかりかこの上、オランピア様に使い走りのような真似などさせて、なんとお詫び申し上げればよいか。
Bruh, it's alright. I wanted to do this. No apology. I can't talk at all. No apology necessary. I'm doing these deliveries because I want to.
とにかくこの手紙は受け取れません。破棄してくださって結構です。
Yikes. Huh? But
失礼いたします。
Without any hesitation, Tanji turned around and walked away. But, girl, I hope you're not gonna cry for some daggone letter.
申し訳ありません、オランピア様。丹治が失礼な態度を。後で私の方から注意しておきますので。
No, don't worry about it. But the letter was left in my hand. There was no way I could just discard it.
息子の症状が聖の者と喧嘩したんですよ。それで怪我を負わせてしまって。
So two primaries put paws on each other. Red whooped Blue's ass, but Red is in trouble because he's the better fighter. I don't know, but I mean, both of them should be locked up. I don't know, because it depends on who the aggressor was. But they're both primary, so I see.
丹治はあの通り厳格な性格でして、どうにも息子のしたことが許せないようなんですね。周囲にももう息子など最初からいなかったように振る舞うので、手紙ももしやとは思ったのですが。
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was yawning when he said that. But it's raining, or it's in between raining. And I'm gonna try not to be yawning too much. But y'all, rain is like a trigger for me to go to sleep. Ugh. It's just so relaxing. I love it. Do you like the sound of rain? I like it. That has nothing to do with this. Sorry. If that's the case, there's no way I can force the letter onto him.
せっかくお運びくださったのに残念ではありますが、それは症状に返しておいていただけますか?
Yeah, return to sender. That is a thing. Then I should be going. The red and the blue fighting. I never expected that. But the fact that he wrote this letter means that there was something he wanted to say to his family. Maybe I could try talking to Tanji again tomorrow. I found myself walking toward the wharf as I continued to think about what I could do. Oh my god. Huh? Surprised by the sudden yelling, I turned around and saw a crowd gathering behind me.
おい、大丈夫か？荷馬車が崩れたぞ。下敷きになってる。
Oh my gosh.
早く起こしてやれ。
I tried to help, but the jostling crowd prevented me from moving forward at all. I hope that he's alright, but if he's injured... I somehow stole a glance through the crowd.
おい、怪我人は私の馬車で運ぶ。
Nagusa, okay, he's trying to look good now, but come on, bro. What's your angle?
ナグサ様。
Nagusa, the son of the leader of the Jade, who will eventually succeed his father's position. His handsome looks and his fine manners have captivated the women of Tengu Island. I bet they have.
すまないが、誰か運ぶのを手伝ってくれ。急いで。
I'm so side-eyeing this fool.
はい。俺がお手伝いいたします。ありがとうございます、ナグサ様。私めもお手伝いさせてください。 すまない。よろしく頼む。
The brief exchange playing out in front of me already told me of the young man's status. He was wearing the most elegant clothing of all the men I've seen so far. I could tell he wasn't with the Kotowari or the military.
しっかりするんだぞ。すぐに医療院に連れて行く。申し訳ありません、渚様。大丈夫だ。死に至る怪我ではない。
He lifted the injured man into his carriage and sped away at once.
ああ、もう私が怪我したかった。渚様に抱えられて馬車に乗せていただけるなんて。いつ見ても素敵よね。オツの私たちは眺めることしかできないけど。
Ooh! Damn, yeah. He ain't gonna look at y'all. That sucks. Nagusa. I never heard of him before, but he seems popular with women.
渚様のお父様は現王力の長なのよね。そうよ。王力は世襲制でしょ。今のうちから長の心構えを身につけたいと、ああして島内の見回りをなさっているんですって。
He must be very studious and earnest.
あんなにお美しくて優しくて、しかも次の王力の長。一体どんな方が妻になるのかしらね。そうそう、それ昨日ちょっと気になる噂を聞いたわ。渚様とオランピア様が密かに婚約したそうよ。
Bitch, what? Oh God, what? Who started that rumor? Oh, let me guess. Kanan, you stupid orange fox. Huh?
あら、断りの赤座様が本命という噂よ。
That'll be soon. Not at all. That's a complete misunderstanding. Wait a second. Did she just say engage? Bitch!
でもオランピア様って王のドーマ様の愛人って
Oh my
噂じゃない？
God. Yahoo's making me out to be like some kind of high-priced hooker or something. Or Jezebel. Good lord.
でも正確には愛人って変よね。奥さんいないんだもの。確か関の次元様も奥様はいないわよね。マレ人って婚姻しないの？
Yeah, that is Tsukuyomi. Do they just not want to be in a relationship?
どうなのかしら。でも王の長としてはこのままだと困るんじゃない？確か王の前長の鋼様は白で亡くなったのよね。子供っていなかったの？
Hagane, the previous leader of the Yellow before Grandmaster Doma who died from Haku.
確か子供もみんな白で死んだって聞いたわ。多いわよね。白で死んだ長たちってあげたらキリがないくらいよ。
Some may say it's a conspiracy, but we won't get into that.
鋼様でしょ、シュラ様の夫でしょ。あとは確かトウもそうじゃなかった？
That many? I heard about elder sister Shira's husband and Lord Hagane, but...
でも仕方ないのかしらね。色相が上の方が死にやすいんでしょ。その話やめなさいよ。軍の者に睨まれるわ。いけない。でもまあ、オランピア様の相手は気になるわよね。
Don't worry about it, you nosy heifer. The women continued their gossip without me noticing, or without noticing me behind them. Me? Engaged? Wait, could it be? Akaza, are you back?
廊下を走るなと一体私に何度言わせれば学ぶのですか
I'm sorry, my red-haired daddy. Never mind that. You better not have decided who my husband will be behind my back.
何のことです
I heard some girls talking shit about me being engaged to this Nagusa person.
冤罪です。最初に言ったでしょう。見も知らぬ相手といきなりというのはさすがに非人道的だと。あなたに無断で婿を決めるような真似はしません。絶対に。
But
噂というのは尾ひれがつくものです。誰かのつまらない冗談など鵜呑みにしないことです。
Oh, Olympia, gal, you gotta grow some thick skin. Pay those rumors no mind. Thank goodness. I leaned back against the door as I let out a sigh of relief. However,
暴力のナグサは確か23歳。未だ独り身です。婿候補に名乗り出る可能性は十分にあります。もちろんあなたの意思は尊重されますよ。無理やりに婚約ということはないはずです。
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. You're a real one, Akaza.
ちなみにナグサと会った感想は仮にですが、婿としてはいかがです
I mean, if he was the main love interest, sure, but I don't really see him as because he associates himself with Kanan, so... I didn't meet him personally. I only saw him from a distance. Oh, but there were some girls there who were very excited to see him.
まあ、急ぐことはありません。他にもっといい男が現れますよ。
Is that some shade, Akaza? Meaning, Nagusa's not a good candidate? Find some better ones. Wait a minute. I thought you wanted me to hurry.
あなたはもう少し世界を広げた方がいい。
Yes, God, expand them horizons, girl. I breathed another sigh of relief. And again, I wasn't sure that I should really be relieved. After all, my list of candidates were nearly empty. I could agree with that. And I'm sorry to have accused you. If you would excuse me. Come to think of it, Kuroba wasn't there. Was he in his lab, eating at Yomi? Still at the hospital? I must know! After leaving the Kotowari, I walked back to the usual plaza and my usual bench. Well, that was surprising. It never dawned on me that someone would want to become my husband. Nagusa of the Jade. He seemed like a nice person, but he's friends with Kanan, so I equate that to shit. Akaza told me that I don't need to rush now. Not to mention that the engagement rumor is only a rumor. We haven't even spoken at all. I'm just like laughing. Imagine talking to one hot guy about another hot guy, and your main objective is to procreate. I mean, kinda awkward. He's right. Rumors are just rumors, with most of them being lies. There's no way I would ever become Doma's mistress. I spent some time thinking about my situation. I couldn't help but look around. Kuroba passed by here yesterday. I wonder if he's around today. I reached into my bag to take out my handkerchief when someone tapped my shoulder from behind. Hey, what the hell, don't touch me.
こんにちは、オランピア。
Ew, it's Kanan.
あれ、今僕の顔を見てがっかりしませんでした？
And you would be exactly right. I mean, you're just imagining things.
誰かと待ち合わせでした？
Yeah, someone who's not you. I mean, no.
では、今日こそあなたの横に座らせていただいても何も取って食いはしませんから。
Yeah, but well, we're not gonna say it. But there's like 4,000 benches around me. You can't pick some other bench and leave me alone? Well, go ahead. Did my expression really show disappointment? It's not like I was waiting for anyone.
そうそう。まずはお礼を申し上げなければ。先日のあの瓦版は今のところいつもの15倍。でもまだまだすります。売り子たちも大喜びです。あなたに感謝していますよ。
ほら見てください。まだお姉さんの瓦版売れてるんですよ。おかげで稼がせてもらってます。
Well, it's good that they're making money, I guess. I somehow managed to convince myself of that.
というわけで次を出したいんですよ。
Nothing has changed.
そう隠さなくとも悪い記事にはしませんから。
I'm sure you will. Really, nothing has changed.
もう麗しのオランピアともあろう方が婿など引く手あまたでしょうに。
So I wish, but no. Well, that's a cute noise he did. If that were true, I wouldn't be sitting on this bench all day like a sundial made of shame. Reprimanding Kanan wasn't gonna make my situation better. But girl, you'll feel so good when you do it. Maybe I can ask him for a little help. Let me ask you something. If you were to recommend anyone to me, who would it be?
そうですね。暴力の慰かな。
Of course you would.
おや、彼を知っていますか？
Not at all. I don't know him personally. I just happened to see him once. That's all.
美男子でしょ？
Shit, you wanna have a go at him? Be my guest. I mean, I suppose he has a pleasant face. I wasn't near enough to see, so...
彼の父は暴力の元長です。あそこは世襲制ですから、慰が後を継ぐことになるでしょう。
But the but the gag is Olympia can only birth white daughters, right? So how's that gonna fit into like being a leader, quote unquote, for the other colors? It ain't gonna work. So if it's true that only women of the white can birth women of the white, then it typically wouldn't do for Olympia to get with any of the dudes with prominent positions, because they need a boy child. So I just think it's kind of dumb, not, looking at this with foresight.
美しいのは顔だけではありません。心根も善良で島を少しでも良くしたいと有色地区に自ら赴いて こうオツたちの話を聞いているのです。
Well, shit, Kana, if he's so wonderful, you go with him.
年は23。適齢期を過ぎていますが、長になるためにもう少し学びたいと、まだ妻をめとっていません。
Oh my god. 23 is past your prime? Are you fucking kidding me? Add 10 to that. What does that make me? Like a fossil? The fuck? This game, yo. Oh my god. That's a funny one. Past his prime. Get the fuck out of here.
見目麗しく浮いた噂も一つなく、辛抱も厚く、あなたの婿殿にふさわしいと思いませんか？
I'm telling you, he sounds like a nice catch for you as much as you pitching for him.
病の話も聞きませんし、お二人が結ばれれば健やかで可愛らしいお子に恵まれること間違いなし。
But like I said, yeah, we'll have healthy children, many healthy children, but they'll probably all be white daughters, which cannot lead the Jade. So again, that's kind of stupid for Nagusa to want to go with Olympia. If the child only white daughter thing is true, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't mean to be rude, but why are you so adamant about recommending him? Girl, he pitching for his dude. That's his friend. I'm just joking about the gay innuendos and stuff. But yeah, I mean, come on, Camellia was doing it for you. You acting like you brand new to this girl, Byakuya. Sit down, sis. Have several seats. Continue to sit on that bench and think about, you know, think about what he's doing.
僕の友人なんです。
Exactly. Come on, Olympia. I see. With my I'm not taking that bullshit face. I love it.
あ、でも嘘はついていませんよ。ナグサの評判はみんなに聞いてみればわかります。
Yeah. I already know he's popular.
なんでしたらお膳立てしましょうか。雰囲気のいい店で食事などいかがです？
Damn. Greaseball kinda. Where is it? Like in a secluded place where I can get kidnapped? Fuck out of here. I don't want anything from you. Thank you for your recommendation and the information you provided, but I'll need to think about it.
承知しました。では、次の瓦版の準備をしておきますね。
Next! Wait! Stop right there!
何事も丁寧な下準備が必要なのですよ、オランピア。ではまた。
Unbelievable. I'm not even sure he's listening to what I say. I finally took my handkerchief out of my bag. It's been a week since my birthday. Yosuga told me to look for a friend first, didn't he? No, you don't. Liar! Why am I thinking of Kuroba now? Girl, cause you jonesing over him. And we're only, what, second chapter in? Girl. Well, I do talk to him more than the other men I know. But he can't be my husband, especially given how he's always toying with me. Even yesterday with this handkerchief, he was so horrible to tease me like that. I tightened my grip on the handkerchief when...
今日はハンカチを落とさないのか?
I almost fell off the bench in surprise. My eyes were wide open at his sudden appearance.
それとももうどこかに落としてきたのか?
Maybe I did. Unbelievable. How in the world is he able to sneak up on me like this? Okay, alright. Hold on, y'all. Since we done goofed already, I'm gonna try to get the bad ending first. Get that out the way. So, I think the first one is the better answer. So I'm gonna go with the second one. And, it should be bad. Yep. My handkerchief? I'm thinking of another way to meet people since you interrupted me yesterday.
そうか。俺としてはいい提案だと思ったんだけどな。
I wonder if he's returning from Yummy. It's not like I said Yummy, sorry. Yomi. Or maybe. I couldn't bring myself to ask him. Ugh, what else is new, Olympia? You're so scary, girl. And yet, I didn't want our conversation to end. I went to the Kotowari this morning to get my letters checked, but the secretary read them since you and Akaza weren't there.
そうだったのか。手紙順調みたいでよかったな。俺は今日もデートだったんだ。
Well, fuck you. I don't need you going on all these damn dates. Supposed to go out with me. This morning?
子供は朝から夜まで一緒に過ごすのが嬉しい。大人は夜から朝まで過ごすのが楽しい。
Yo, that's a great way of putting it. Very aptly put, Kuroba. I mean, yeah. Adults spend time together at the let me read that again. Adults spend time together at that late of an hour? Is that how things are?
そのうち意味がわかるといいな。
Alright, I don't know anything. Teach me now then. I'm pretty sure the second answer is the better of the two answers, so we're just gonna screw up and say I don't know anything. There we go. Right. I don't know anything at all. I guess I was wrong to think he was at the hospital today. My heart felt uneasy, as if it was being squeezed. It wasn't a pleasant feeling, so I tried to avoid thinking about it. Say, why are you with the Kotowari? You could have worked at the hospital as a doctor, right?
ああ。それは医療院だと下っ端でこき使われるだけだけど、断りなら副所長で偉い顔してられるから。
All right, sweetheart. Well, go where you're appreciated. I feel you on that. Is he being serious? Yes. It's so hard to tell if he really is a good guy or not.
だから具合が悪くなったら遠慮せず相談しろ。怪我の手当てもうまいぞ。
So, he is a good guy? Unfortunately for you, I doubt that day will ever come. You told me yourself when we first met that I'm healthy.
いいことだよ。ぜひそのまま健康な肉体を保ちたまえ。なんたってあんたはたった一人の白だからな。早く旦那を見つけてくれないと俺も赤座も気が気じゃない。
You're not gonna regard yourself as a good candidate.
白を途絶えさせないようにするのも俺たちの仕事だからな。
You don't need to tell me that. I felt my heart being squeezed again. This time it actually hurt.
ま、早くいい相手を見つけろ。
Kuroba, what if I told you I already found him and I'm staring at him right now?
俺としては 赤座は文句なしにおすすめだが、せっかく自分で選べるんだしな。
You're not gonna vouch for yourself. Maybe he was just being nice when he said that he was happy to hear me say that we... Blah, blah, blah. Maybe he was just being nice when he said he was happy to hear me say what we were similar. I don't know why I'm adding an extra word, sorry.
もし珍しい色が好みなら、俺を愛人にでも。
Oh my god. Why are you referring to yourself as a side piece? Honey, this is your route. You're the main dish. The fuck? What? Suddenly, a burst of anger exploded inside me. Despite his playful attitude, his words seemed to disparage his color class. Don't say that. I'm of an unusual color too. You make it sound like you hate your color.
No.
Silence engulfed the space between us. I couldn't take back what I said now that it was in the open. I didn't want Kuroba to think badly of himself, even if it was motivated by my selfishness.
そうだったな。俺よりもそっちの方が希少なのに。すまなかった。あんたを貶めるつもりは全くなかったんだ。
Oh, I'm talking about don't talk bad about yourself. Not, oh, don't talk shit about, you know, rare colors because I'm a rare color. I don't know. He's taking this wrong. I'm like, don't talk bad about yourself. No, I'm sorry for speaking out of line.
あんたがそこで謝る必要はないだろ。
I'm aware that I can get emotional when people talk about colors or the island I came from. I've been trying to keep that under control, but I guess I failed.
大丈夫。あんたは綺麗だよ。
Ow! Thank you.
確かにアホたちがちょっとくらいぶしつけな視線を向けるかもしれないが、白のオランピアは誰もが見とれるくらい美しい。
Thank you.
だから自信を持て。
Sweetheart, you better practice what you preach. What the hell? I never expected him to say something like that so naturally in a conversation. I wasn't sure what to do. Before I knew it, the feeling in my heart was replaced with embarrassment.
そんな顔してると男が寄ってこないから笑ってろ。
Wait, was he actually trying to say so back then?
言ったろ？男たちは尻込みしてるだけだ。本当はあんたに声をかけたくて仕方がない。
You think so?
じゃあな、俺はこれから仕事なんだ。そっちも手紙配達頑張れよ。
Thank you, Kuroba. Now hurry up and leave so that I can melt real quick. Huh? Yes, of course. It was rare to see anyone wearing a white lab coat, so he really stood out in the crowd. It was only natural that I couldn't take my eyes off his departing figure. He's really good at sweet talking. And yet, he could sound so serious at times. After watching the white lab coat disappear, I looked down again at my handkerchief. I must have been holding it tightly. It was lined with deep wrinkles now. Medicine. It's not that I want to talk to him, but I wonder what I can learn about that field. Maybe there's a good book about it. After finishing my meal, I was looking for a good book to read when I heard a sudden noise in the corridor.
トーマ様、公家で白が出ました。
Oh shit. The muffled words piqued my curiosity, and I pressed my ear against the door.
治療はいかがいたしましょう。
いつものあれを。
Okay, what the hell is the usual?
やはり根の使用は控えられますか。
ね。
本人は何と。
黒に染まるくらいならば死を選ぶと。
そういうことだ。
承知いたしました。医療院の者に伝えます。
Ne? What is that? Nay nay? No, I'm just kidding. And
黒に染まるくらいならば死を選ぶと。
wait, he was saying it muffled, so how'd you hear it clear as day in your flashback, girl? What the hell? That doesn't sound good at all. What the heck is up with that title? Oh my lord. Alright, well, Byakuya, sweetheart, is just gonna have to continue to bother you because that's the end of the video. So folks, these videos kind of feel short. These chapters kind of feel short. Like, I don't know. Like 30, it's around 30 minutes because the first one was like around 30 minutes too. And usually, they're like an hour per chapter or something. But I don't know, that might just be me and my imagination. But folks, thank you very much for watching. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you stopping on by. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna. And I'll see you lovely lads and lassies in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care. Take it easy. And peace.